Welcome to Pivoting to Web3 podcast, where experts break down AI, blockchain, and tech shaping our future. How specifically should we be looking at AI in the real estate market? How does that improve? Is it in the search? Is it in aligning of the type of property you're looking at? Or give us a little bit more. Could you paint the picture or a use case and how AI and real estate come together?
Absolutely. So I'll take you, really AI can be involved in as many areas that you're willing to plug it into. I'll give you two or three different use cases here.
Okay.
On the acquisition side, right? One of our clients underwrites, and by underwrite I mean like kind of doing an analysis of roughly 150 properties per week previously. So that's him finding these opportunities, whether they're sent to him by a broker or he's looking on the internet on his own, and he's taking those numbers, those properties, plugging the numbers into his spreadsheet and analyzing those deals to see if he wants to move forward and make an offer or not. Now, leveraging AI, he's analyzing 150 properties.
So with that said, with the blockchain influences, they're not really fully adapted in the marketplace right now. They're kind of still in the future, but it's coming into the mainstream. How does that impact society with where we are today with Phala Network? I'm really curious about that.
Sure, it's a good question. And, just so you users, your listeners understand, anytime you interact with the internet, right now there's these things, and I'm sure users have heard them, they're data centers. They're humongous buildings built by Amazon, Microsoft, and whatnot. And that's pretty much how the internet is run, in these huge data centers. And they're actually becoming more and more in the news as you see these AI companies build or partner up with these companies and build like billion-dollar data centers. So that poses a problem, right? They take billions of dollars of money and infrastructure and also control. The companies that run the data center run the internet and thus control what you can see, what websites you can log on, who you could communicate with, or whatnot. So Phala Network is based on decentralizing that infrastructure and really taking that control away from mega corporations. So if me and you want to communicate, we could actually run, our Zoom call through Phala Network, or if we have AI agents, or if we have some compute that we need to be outsourced that our local computers can't run, we could actually outsource that to Phala Network. And what is Phala Network? It's regular people that have extra computers. They run it on the side, and in exchange from them running the compute, they get paid on this token, this Phala token. So they benefit by contributing the compute to the network, and users that want access to that compute pay in the token. So it's actually a legitimate use case for crypto, where people have a resource, they want to get compensated, and by tokenizing the compute, they get compensated. And it's very interesting, and they've been doing it for the past 5 years, and they're actually seeing success currently, especially with the AI agents coming on.
One thing that I'm very proud of is the fact that we at Blue Apples, in order for us to be able to understand or help people understand better themselves, we use the Jungian archetypes in order to tap into how you can use AI to see exactly as a 360 your characteristics and which archetype you bring out in which situations, and how you can either nurture one to help it become stronger, or how you can downplay one, or in a way so that both in your personal and professional life you bring these archetypes in a harmony where they are essentially one, which is that you. And so this is something that I'm very proud of, and it's one of the guides that's available on our website under the resources. And I highly recommend it because I did the beta again.
And I have found that to be a very effective way to work. And my aha moment with ChatGPT was, wait a minute, this computer program can pretty much offset any weakness that I have. And the more that I learned to use it, the more I realized that, yes, if you have a subject matter domain expertise, you're going to be able to use large language models and multimodal language models and reasoning models better than somebody who doesn't. But at the same token, like, I don't always have to have a whole team around me to take care of the things that I am weak at. I can actually build those things or augment those things alongside. And that's where I see this whole magnification of humans with the collaboration with AI. And I just was set on fire with that. I'm a bit of an obsessive, so I probably have studied AI, since it's launched in that framework, at least a quarter of my day every day since 2022.
Actually, right now, AI is not one size fits all, but there are some common problems that we all have, or common opportunities that we all have that AI can help us with. All of us have customers. AI is fantastic at helping us understand our customer. And so one of the easiest things that we can do is, if we get email communications from our customers, or if we have any sort of documentation of our communication with our customers, I always find AI is a very powerful tool to ensure that what I say to the customer is what they hear. And so if I can get a profile of my customer, who they are, what their job title is, where they work, what potential age they are, maybe even some more specific demographic information about their education, I feed that into AI, then I feed what I'm saying to them in my email, on my website, in my ads into AI, and I ask AI to align those two things. I find a lot of times there's some big differences. And the more we have precise communication with our customers, the smaller amount of communication we have to have with our customers. The more precise we can get, the higher engagement, the higher conversion, the more they buy from us. So that's the most common usage of AI that I see, is simply using it to accelerate our communication, our sales pipeline, and make our marketing more efficient, make our communication more personalized.
Thanks for tuning in to Pivoting to Web3 podcast. If you're a developer, innovator, or AI expert with insights to share, or if you're looking to partner, let's connect. Visit MitchellUniversalNetwork.com and be part of the conversation. Want more content? Check out my playlist for more episodes. See you next time.